I'm on a motherfucking bike. I'm on a motherfucking bike. I'm on a motherfucking bike. I'm on a motherfucking bike.
Day one to Dublin to Beijing. I have no idea what to expect at this point. I just arrived in Holyhead. The crossing was pretty choppy. If you just look over here, you'll see just how bad the water is. So yeah, it's really windy. It's not raining thankfully, but as you can see it's quite grey here behind me. Day one could have gotten off to a better start, but sure, what can I do? I've been cycling for what, 90 minutes, maybe more, and I've covered less than 15 kilometers. The wind is horrendous. I don't know if you can hear that from that lamppost, but that's it banging in the wind. It's so windy, and you can see the clouds there flying across the sky. It was a really hard day. I only got 35 kilometers done and I feel shit for it, but look, it's dark, it's raining, and the wind is just horrendous. The noise of the wind from the room is crazy. So I think it's good to know when you're beaten, and today I was just beaten by the weather. I'm gonna go buy some food, go to bed early, get some sleep, and hopefully start again early in the morning. But it's so windy here on the bridge that I've been forced to walk. I can barely walk into it. It's that windy. It's almost impossible to walk across this bridge. If you look here, you'll see how hard the rain is driving. That weather's only changed in the last 2 minutes. It was fine coming onto the bridge, but it's just after braking there. So yeah, first time being forced to push, and I'm only 50 kilometers or 45 kilometers into the trip. Well, yesterday it was really windy. It wasn't raining. Today it's really windy, and it's raining. It's been so windy for the last 5 minutes that I've just been hiding behind this wall here with the bike, just sitting on my tarp and just hoping this wind passes. It was so strong that it was stopping me dead in my tracks. I couldn't cycle 1 meter. I couldn't cycle half a meter. The wind was so strong I couldn't steer the bike. It was just throwing me on the ground. So here I am, waiting. So I'm here in a place called Beijing. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. Basically what happened was I was up on the mountain, way about 15 kilometers up there, and I was pushing the bike for about 3 kilometers because the wind was so strong, and I'd gotten back on it and I'd started cycling again, and the wind picked up again to the point where it actually blew me over. I'd gotten up, was trying to continue on, and a guy pulled over and he stopped and he asked me, was I alright? And I said, yeah, I'm grand. And with that, the wind blew me so hard, it blew me back down the street by about 3 meters. So he said that I was just standing there talking to him, and then I was like, I'm grand, and I was gone off camera, gone out of his view. So he, such a nice guy, his name is Tom. He stopped, opened up his pickup truck, had a mountain bike in the back seat, and we put in the bike and the bags, and he drove me down here, and he told me I wasn't at the top yet where I was. I still had a bit to go, and that the weather would just get worse because it gets narrower as I go up. So unfortunately I've had to, you know, do sort of 15 kilometers in the back of a van, but there comes a time when you have to admit that it's just stupidity and pig ignorance to continue on. Would I have made it off? Yeah, probably eventually, but I could have easily been blown into the path of a truck. It was a narrow road, it was so windy. I mean, it's so much calmer down here. I'm sure the other videos show that, but yeah, sure, here I am, I'm safe. It's 2 o'clock and I'm kind of wondering, should I press on? a bit further, or should I just, you know, say enough is enough and just find somewhere to sleep? So I don't know. I'll make that up in a minute. Morning. It's the morning of day 3. I'm here in my tent. It was incredibly windy last night, with no surprises there. I've been waiting off a bit this morning now, so it's after 9 now, as the wind is dying down. Really rough night. I eventually got to sleep, but the noise of the wind and the rain was just so bad. It just kept me awake and kept blowing the tent around. It's 10 past 11 on day 3, and as you can see, the sun is shining. So I'm pretty happy about this. I've been on the road for an hour, and I've done 20 kilometers. I actually hit my top speed of the entire trip earlier, and I hit 68 kilometers an hour. More rain. Lots more rain. It's about 5 o'clock at the end of day 3, and I have struck gold in this amazing little room here. Or it's actually quite big. I know it's a bit pink, but it's such a find. I was really running out of daylight, and I was on the verge of stopping into a farm to ask could I camp on their land. I saw a sign outside here saying rooms available en suite. I didn't sleep very well last night because of the wind and the rain and how much the tent was being blown around. Needless to say, I'm delighted to be in a really comfortable place for about £30. Tomorrow now, I'm just gonna try to get to Birmingham, and then get a train from Birmingham to London. They're soaked, so I've got them drying out here, and I'll just show you. I've got them drying out here everywhere, up against the door, over here, and then lots more drying out pretty much everywhere. Yeah, everything's pretty wet and pretty dirty. So I've been following the Thames cycle path for the last 30 kilometres out of London. I don't know who in Kent County Council has decided that this is a cycle path. I don't know how that looks on the camera, but it's basically just a mud track. You can see up here it has signs for, you know, Thames cycle route. But I think I'll be giving that a miss.
Sunshine, lollipops and rainbows, everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together.
I'm just here having some lunch and charging my phone with my solar panel. I've kind of come across this cycle track along here, which was pretty nice, but behind me, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, I'll take a photo anyway with the camera, the other one. You can see there's a submarine beached there in the bay. It's all rusted and stuff. It's pretty cool looking, so it's cool to see. So decent, interesting sight. I have arrived at the YHA hostel in Capstone, Gillingham, and it's about 10 past 2. Unfortunately, the hostel opens at 5. Well, it's 25 past 12 on day 6, and I've just arrived in Canterbury. It is cold, it is grey, it's been raining all night. Lots of hills on the way here. Too many big ones in fact, Jesus. Wasn't called for, but sure. Here in Canterbury, I'm going to stop for lunch, then onwards to Dover.
Keep falling on my head, and just like the guy who's feet.
It's about 5 to 3 on day 6, and I've finally reached the coast again. I'm down in the little seaside town of Deal, and if you look out, you can see just about the sea. Of course, once again, it's raining, but what's really incredible here is you can see the big line of dump trucks and all of that stuff up there. And clearly after the hammering from the storm last week, they're rebuilding all the sea defences here. But it's just staggering to see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's about 7 dump trucks and a massive pile of earth or stones and gravel just being pushed down here. and they've got these guys just pushing it out and rebuilding the sea defences. So that's the kind of damage you're talking from the storm last week, and I cycled through that for a few days anyway. So incredible stuff. Nearly there, nearly finished in England. It's 4 AM on day 7 and I'm at Dover ferry port, just waiting to board the ferry. So here we go, the continent. My knee is really sore though, so I think I'll stop cycling today and take a day's rest. See if I can fix the knee.
I'm on a motherfucking bike. I'm on a motherfucking bike. I'm on a motherfucking bike. I'm on a motherfucking bike.
Yeah. That's my home. Cycling to China.
You're cycling to where?
China.
From where?
Dublin.
From Dublin to China?
Yeah, Dublin to China.
When are you starting?
Last week.
You started already?
I've started. So I go that way. To the east.
Are you serious or what?
Serious, yeah?
On that?
On that.
To China?
To China. You can check out my website. Dublin2Beijing.com.
Dublin2Beijing.com.
Yeah, check it out.
When you reckon to be in China then?
September.
9 months.
9 months. I better get going because it's going to take me a while to get there.
Good. So you can go on land to China from here?
Yeah, I'll take the ferry to France and then I'll cycle all the way. Thanks, man. Take care. Bye-bye.